Hello, everybody. Bill Thornton, SoCal Saber. Thank you for stopping by for some back to basics baseball. This is game number 2 of the 1961 World Series, featuring the Cincinnati Reds today visiting the New York Yankees. The Yankees took the first game in a good one, 3-2, and we're going to get this one kicked off. We got the starting lineup here for Cincinnati. The pitcher for the Yankees today is Ralph Terry. For anybody that has not played back to basic before, all of these are just ratings for different things like position rating, range, error, their batting rating, walks, strikes, doubles, triples, home runs. And the pitcher has ratings also for his pitcher rating, the walk rating, strikeout rating, and range in that also. So we'll be looking at those and playing the game. I'll go a little bit slow. These are the fast action cards, and I'll show them to you real quickly, in case anybody hasn't seen them. They're breaking down in several sections. This is the sacrifice section, the out section, the pitcher section, batter section, range, errors, jumps, and so forth. I'll be flipping them over, and so that you can see them, because I don't have a lot of room on the camera, I don't think, to be able to see. If I flip this way, will you be able to see them? Yeah, I think you will. All right, so we're going to you're going to use that same one and look at leading off for the Reds today and playing second base is Elio Chacon and facing Ralph Terry. So we're going to flip the first one over and we're going to look at the pitcher. So I'm going to explain the first few ones and I'll go a little bit slower, then I'll pick up the pace. Okay, so we're on to the pitcher, and he's an A pitcher. So we're going to here, which means swing. So now we're going to flip another one. We're going to go to the swing section, and he's a C batter. So we're going to C, and this is a pop out to first. Oh, C, fly out to left. No problem, right there. That's a quick one. Okay, coming up is Eddie Casco to shortstop. Same thing, we're going to look at the pitcher first, A, and he's swinging. We're going to look, Eddie Casco is a C plus batter. So now we're going to go down here to C plus. That's a ground out to third, moving along. And now we got Wade Pinson, the center fielder, and he's a A plus batter, but still an A pitcher. A pitcher struck him out. Gets out of that one quickly. And so that's 1, 2, 3 for the Reds. And here comes the Yankees. Pitching for the Reds today is Joey J. Joey's a C pitcher. And leading off is Bobby Richardson, a C batter. And so we're going to the C pitcher. And he's will fly out to right. And then we got Tony Kubek. He's a C plus. He's the shortstop. No, but first we're going to go to the C, which is the swing. Then we're going to go to the C plus down here, C plus. Now he's a walk if he's an A or a B. So what we're going to be doing now on the batter's card, on the walk, it's conditional. We're going to be looking at the batter's walk rating, and it's a D. Okay, so it is not an A or a B, like it says. Okay, so it's not an A, or if it's not like that, we're going right to the ground out section of the fact. Okay, so we're going to be going up here, and it's just a it was just 5-3. We'll make it. No, we're doing to the out section. That's a fly out to the center. I got to get consistent when I make mistakes anyway. And here comes Roger Maris. Roger is a C plus hitter. First, we're looking at the pitchers. C struck him out. And they go down 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're going to the top of the second already. And we have the cleanup hitter, Frank Robinson, the right fielder for the left fielder for them, and Ralph Terry on the mound. Cards are getting a little tough to open here. Okay, Ralph Terry's a A. He's a strikeout. If he is an A, he is a strikeout. Struck him out. 2 batters in a row, he struck out. Here comes Gordy Coleman, the first baseman. Boy, oh boy, what am I doing today? A, and he draws the walk right there. Brings up Wally Post is playing right field today. And he's getting a swing. Wally is a B plus. The B plus. We're going to be checking uh, his walk for an AB. Check the batter's walk rating. And he is a C. So we're going right there into the ground out. And it's going to be a ground out, but it's going to be a double play right here. Infield, double play. So we're going to go, we'll just do it 4-6-3. And they are out of the inning. Okay, here we go. Bottom of the second. And Yogi Berra leading off Yogi's playing left field today, leading off for the Yankees against this C. C, D, F. Okay. We're checking the pitchers. Walk is a C. So he's not a DF, as you can see that. Okay. So now we're going to go right to the batter section of the card because it's a little different between the batters and the third. So here we're going. He's a C plus. We look down here and he's a ground out to first. We'll do that 3 unassisted. Here comes Johnny Blanchard. Johnny's playing right field today. C, strikeout if he's an A. He is not a strikeout, so we're going to be going right to the batter section of the FAQ. And Johnny is an A hitter. Uh-oh, this is going to mean this is a home run if it's a C plus or above, and a double if it's not. Okay, so we're going to Johnny Blanchard's home run as an A, and that is a solo shot by Johnny Blanchard into the seats. Johnny, thankful to be getting to play today. Gets an RBI. And the Yankees are up 1-0. Nelson Howard here. He's got the catching duties today against the C. He's getting a swing. Elston is an A plus. An A plus, and that's a ground out to short. 6-3. And here comes Bill Skowron, the first baseman. Looking at that C. Is he an F walk? No, he is not an F walk. So we're going to the batter section. And Skowron is a C. That's a ground out. Oh, that's a single, and the runners to go 2 bases, but there's no runners on it. That's what the asterisks mean. Be 2 bases. There's Skowron with the base hit. And here comes Cleat Boyer, the third baseman. C. It's a deep fly out to center. Now, if there was a runner on third with less than 2 outs, we would check for an RBI, or that would be that would be a sac fly, but it's not. So it's just a deep fly out to center. But the Yankees are on the board by virtue of Johnny Blanchard. It's a nice game. Go down there, folks. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so yet and you're still watching. Put some comments down there. This is a nice change of pace, a different style of game than we normally play with the dice and everything. So, I decided to do the 61 World Series this time. Okay, here's Gene Freese, the third baseman for Cincinnati, coming to the plate. Looking at that A. It's a short fly out to center. There's Johnny Edwards, the catcher. A. So this is where it's a conditional strikeout. We're looking at the pitcher's K rating, which is an F, and it is not on there. Okay, so it's not on there. Now we're gonna go to the batter section of the card, and Johnny Edwards is an F hitter. F. Look out! F. If it's D or above, Johnny Edwards is a D, and he has just tied the ball game up with a solo home run. Wow, on an F. That is crazy. Pitcher Joey J coming to the plate. Joey's also an F hitter. Come on. Okay, we got an A. He's getting a swing. And an F. To ground out the third, 5-3. Top of the order, Elio Chacon. Getting a swing on that A pitcher. I wish I could get these cards to work a little bit better for me. What is it? There we go. And he is a C batter. C batter, and there's a base hit. Runners would have advanced one base if they were on. And that brings up Eddie Casco. Eddie grounded out the third his first time up. Looking at this, A strikes him out. But they tied it up. Solo home runs for both teams so far. They're only scoring. Going to the bottom of the third. And that's Ralph Terry, the pitcher, coming to the plate. Looking at the C pitcher. That's a deep fly out to right. Okay. Top of the order, Bobby Richardson. And he's getting the cut. And Bobby is a C batter. Come on. This is ridiculous. I didn't really look at that C batter. To ground out to short, 6-3. That brings up Tony Kubek. Tony's looking at the C pitcher. It's a strikeout if he's an A, B, or a C, and he is a C pitcher. Well, the strikeout rating, that's what we're looking for. The strikeout rating is a D, so it's not. So we're going to the batter's card. Kubek is a C plus. C plus, and there's a ground out to second, 4-3. And they are out of it in the third. After 4.5, I do a reshuffle and create some more randomization. And we are in the top of the fourth here now. Vita Pinson. Terry's still out there. He's an A. Pinson's getting a cut at it, and Pinson is an A plus. And there's a base hit for Pinson. Starting to see Terry a little bit better. That's 3 hits in less than an inning. And that brings up Frank Robinson. Hey, it's a fly out to center. And this here is an error check. So we're going to be looking at the Yankee center fielder, who is Roger Maris. His error rating is a F. So now we're going to flip a new card over since we got the, okay. Feels like we're going to go down here to error, and it's a F. And that was a fly out to center. He got it. Okay, Gordy Coleman. A pitchers, letting him swing. Coleman is a B plus. B plus, and there's another base hit, and the runner goes 2 bases. So we got runners on the corners now. But 1 out for Wally Post. Hit into a double play his last time up. Okay, we're going to the A. It's a fly out to center. Now, this is a fly out to center on the pitcher card. Okay? With less than 2 outs, you check the batter's RBI. Okay, and the batter's RBI. I gotta look at the other chart. I don't have it on here. Hold on. I just checked Wally Post's RBI rating was an A. So the rating on a fly out with less than 2 outs, check the batter's RBI. If it's an A, equals sac fly. So the run scores, Wally Post gets a sac fly and an RBI, and the Reds are up 2-1. 2 down now. And here we go with Gene Freeze. Gene struck him out, the A did. Not before they got another run. Okay. Bottom of the fourth. Let me move these. Bottom of the fourth. Bottom of the fourth. And we have Roger Maris coming up here, the C pitcher. That's a line out to short. Yogi Berra. Let's see, strikeout if he's an A or a B. We check his strikeout rating. He is not an A or a B strikeout, so we're going to the going to the batter's card. Yogi is a C plus. Uh-oh. If it's a A plus or an A, it's gone. And it's not, it's a B. So it's just so it's just a deep fly out the center. If it doesn't equal that, then it becomes the second part. So it's just a deep fly out the center. Hit it pretty good. Just got under it too much. And here comes Johnny Blanchard, who's hit a solo home run his first time up. Looking at that C pitcher, he's getting another cut. Blanchard's an A hitter. A. Uh-oh. Home run. A or B plus or above. Blanchard is an A. This is his second solo home run of the game. Go figure that out. First time. I've played another series before this one too, and I have never had that happen before. So that's back-to-back solo shots for Johnny Blanchard. Wow. Okay. Here we go. Elston Howard with 2 outs. The C is a fly out the center. Not before they got the run to tie it up. We're going to the top of the 5th. 2-2. Here's Johnny Edwards. Facing that A. Struck him out. And the pitcher, Joey J. Joey ground out to third his last time up. Struck him out. And top of the order, Helio Chacon. He's getting a cut. He's a C batter. That's a ground out the first. We'll do a 3-1. No score. Timeout, so we can randomize the cards. Okay, we're ready to go in the bottom of the 5th. And how I randomize them, besides shuffling them, I turn the deck out upside down. Okay, and so you see even some more cards. Lots of different ways to randomize. Okay, and here's Bill Skowron, folks. And he's facing that C pitcher. Let's get him kind of pulling down here a little bit. C pitcher. He's getting the cut. Skowron is a C hitter. See, ground out to short, and that's a range check. So we're going to go over there and check their shortstop's range. And he's a B range. So it's a B, and he is out of there, 6'3". Okay, brings up Clete Boyer, facing the C, getting a cut. He's a D hitter. And there's a base hit. Ralph Terry's coming up. Okay, we're gonna try to sacrifice him. I haven't done this before, so bear with me if I make a mistake on this. I believe what we do is we go up here and we're gonna go to the sacrifice, and it's gonna be a sacrifice to the catcher, and it's gonna be good. Yeah, that's a good sack bunt. Batter's out 2-4, but we'll just make it a sack bunt. 2-4. 2 down. Runner in scoring position. The lead run. Bobby Richardson up to the plate. C struck him out. Big strikeout there. They go down. We're going to the top of the 6th in a 2-2 game. It's another dandy. Last game was 3-2. I did a pre-game of this one before the series, and it was an 8-4 score in that one. So it couldn't get up there. And here we go. Eddie Casco leading off the top of the 6th for Cincinnati. I didn't mark the 0 there. Here we go. The A pitcher, his endurance is a 6. So after the 6, I'll tell you what's have to happen. Okay, once to get there. Oh, okay, the A pitcher struck him out. Okay, and here comes Veda Pinson. And he's getting the cut. Veda is an A plus. A plus is a ground out to first, and it's a range check. No, it's an error check, and Scouring is a C. He is out of there. 3 on this. We'll do it 3-1. Okay, and here's Frank Robinson. A strikeout, A, B, C, or D. He is a strikeout. Let's double check. I'm checking the right thing. The K rating. No, this is up here in the top. So this is, I have to be checking the pitcher's K rating, and his K rating is an F. And so it is not a strikeout, but it is going to be an out. Okay. So we go right to the out section of the batter's card. And we got an infielder, we got a ground ball. This is the infield right here. There's no fielder's choice. So we'll just make it to 1-3. Not quite understand everything I know about that one, but we'll work. That's the infield one. All right, so that's 3. Going to the bottom of the 6th here. Okay. Bottom of 6th, Tony Kubek up for the Yankees. Facing this C pitcher. He's getting a swing. He's a C plus. C plus, and it's a fly out to center. Here's Scouring. Maris. It's a pop out to short. And Yogi. Lots of power there. He's getting the swing. Yogi's a C plus. C plus, and there's a base hit for Yogi. Okay, here comes the man, Johnny Blanchard, with 2 home runs already this game. Facing that C guy, and it's a fly out, but he's got under it too much this time. All right, we're going to the top of the 7th. Okay, now what we do, I'm going to show you this now. See, Ralph Terry's endurance is 6. So after 6 innings, if he has let up a run, we have to reduce his grade 1. So he'd be down to a B. So he's at his endurance change range. So we're going to be changing him to a B now. And then he'll reduce every time he lets up a run after that. He's not going to be able to do too much. They're going to do some pinch hitting probably. Near Cincinnati in the top of the 7th, facing Terry, who is now a B pitcher. And there's a line out to second. Cordy Coleman hit it hard, but right at him. There's Wally Post, had a sack flies last time up. To the B, getting the swing. Post is a B plus. Home run B, and it's going to be at least a double. All right, we're going over to Wally Post. He's a B plus. That baby is gone. Another solo shot, and the Reds take the lead again. Go back up. So now he let up another one. So now he's going to be a C. We're going to try to get him through this inning as they can. Okay, so he's a C. And here comes Gene Freeze. That's a line out the 3rd. And then Johnny Edwards. I said that's a Johnny. He's a C. He's getting a cut. Johnny Edwards is an F. He's already hit a home run this game as an F. That's a ground out the 3rd. After 6.5 innings, the Reds are up 3-1. Bottom of the 7th here. We got Elston Howard leading off, and against this, this is his endurance inning is after this one. Okay, so he's still a C. Getting the swing. And he's an A plus. And that's a ground out the 3rd, 5-3. Here's Bill Scouring. He's getting the cut. And Bill is a C. Oh, I don't play injuries, so we're just going to go to the next one. C. A line out to short. Here's Cleat Boyer, 1 for 2 so far in the ball game. C, he's getting a cut. He's a D hitter. There's a base hit for Boyer. And the Yankees have called timeout. They're calling the pitcher back. They're going to send out a pinch hitter out there. We have 2 outs and runner on first. Bob Serve, C-E-R-V. My writing's not very good. Is coming to the plate for the Yankees here in the bottom of the 7th. And still facing the C. And that's a ground out to short, and that is the inning. We're going to the top of the 8th. The Yankees got a new pitcher coming out here. And it's Tex Clevenger. He is a 8th pitcher. Boy, my writing is bad. I'm out. Okay. 2 of their better pitchers went in the first, relievers won in the first inning. So they got Clevenger. He's an F pitcher. He's going to be leading off against Joey J, who's the they're gonna pull their pitcher too. Joey J's coming out. But Gus Bell has come to the plate. The pinch hit for Joey J here in the bottom, on the top of the 8th. So here we go. He's facing a 9th pitcher now. See how this varies. I haven't never used an F pitcher before, I don't think. So we got a ground out to second and a range check, I believe. Yes, it is a range check. The second baseman is Bobby Richardson. He's got an A range. An A in the range, and he is out of there. So he makes the play 4-3. And that brings up the top of the order. Chacon, who's 1 for 3 in the game. He's getting the cut. Chacon is a C batter. So ground out the third, 5-3. When the game's over, I'll do a quick timeout, then I'll come back and talk to you a little bit. Okay, here we go with this Eddie Casco facing this F batter. And he's getting a swing. That seems to be the difference so far. And Eddie's a C plus hitter. And that's a deep fly to the left, and that is going to be just 3 outs. Okay, we're going to the bottom of the 8th. Reds have a new pitcher out there now, Bill Henry. He is a B pitcher with a 1 endurance. I still haven't decided. I can't let him go forever, so it'll be like maybe 2 innings max. I don't know that for relievers. I'd have to do some house rule on that one. Anyway, here we go. Top of the order, Bobby Richardson, bottom of the 8th. Bobby facing the B pitcher. And is he an F? We're checking the, let's see, this is on the pitch, so we're going to be checking the pitcher's walk rating, and his walk rating is a B. And when I say that was an F, so it is not. So we are going to be going to the batters section of the card. Okay, so here's Richardson. He's a C hitter. This card just says, well, I want to leave the deck. C hitter. It's a ground out the third, 5-3. Okay, here comes Tony Kubek. Getting the swing on that B hitter. Tony is a C plus hitter. Uh-oh. A or A plus is going to be at least a double. Tony Kubek's home run is a D, so that is a double. Got the tying run out there on second base with 1 out. And here comes Roger Maris. B, A, B, or C. So we're going to be checking the pitcher's K rating. And it is a B, yet it struck him out. And now we got Yogi getting the cut. Yogi's a C plus also. C plus. Strikeout B, C, D, or F. On this one here, we're going to be checking the batter's K rating. So we're going up here to Bear, and we're going to find his K rating, which is a B. It struck him out. Bill Henry does a great job in that inning, folks. And we're going to the top of the ninth. Leading off for the Reds here is Vada Pinson. Still going to leave that Clevenger in there. He's pitched a very good inning, his first inning, even though he was an F. Strikeout, A or B? We're going to go to the pitcher's card. He is not a F, so we're going to the batter's card now. And so it is. He's an A plus. There's a fly out to center. And here we go with a Frank Robinson. F. Strikeout A. No, he is not. So we're going to the batter's card. And Robinson is a A plus. Strikeout. If he's an F, his strikeout is a D. So it's not enough. So we're going to the out section of the card. He's got this out to first base. It's just a regular ground out, 3 out, 3-1. We'll say 3 unassisted. What the heck? Okay, and here we go with Gordy Coleman. Gordy is 1 for 2. He's singled, he's walked. And facing the F guy, strikeout A, B, or C. It's not A, B, or C. So we're going to the batter's card. And Gordy is a B plus. And that's a pop out to third. Okay, we're going to the bottom of the ninth. And another really good one here. 3-2 at this point in time. Bottom of the ninth. Bill Henry's going to stay out there because he did not let up a run, so he does not have to be reduced. He's staying as a B, but I got to do something with the relief pitchers, and as far as how long can they go? Maybe 2 innings. That's what I kind of play in Napa. 2 full innings. I'll play it that way. 2 full innings. All right, here we go. Johnny Blanchard has already hit 2 home runs in this game, facing the B pitcher. And he is getting the swing, and he is an A. Uh-oh, another one. He is. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it is Blanchard. That is gone, and he has just hit his 3rd home run of the game. This is crazy. This is really crazy. Wow. Same guy. Go figure that. And this game is tied up. Oh, that's a 2-run homer. Oh, 2-run homer in the bottom of the ninth. That's a walk-off home run for Johnny Blanchard. My goodness, I can't believe that. I'll be right back. No, I was just looking again. Look, now check this out. I made a really big mistake here, and I just caught it. Bobby Richardson was up, and he ground out there. And then the guy hit a double. Then Maris struck out, and Barris struck out. That's 3 outs. This guy doesn't even come up in the bottom of the ninth. It's the 8th anyway. What's going on here? Why do I have it marked in the 8th? Let me see what I did here. Yeah, I think I know what I did is I let the Cincinnati bat twice and didn't get them their turn. So what I did is I went back here, the 8th. There was a ground out, a double, a strikeout, and a strikeout. So that was the bottom of the 8th. The top of the ninth, Cincinnati didn't do nothing. This is the bottom of the ninth here, and he has just hit his 3rd home run of the game. So this game is now tied up 3-3, and we're going to we're going to reduce Henry now because he's passed this thing. We're going to reduce him to a C, and we're going to be facing Elston Howard. The C's getting the swing, and Howard is A plus. And that's a deep fly out the left. Sorry about that big mistake. I think that's what happened. Okay, and here we go with Bill Skowron facing the C. Struck him out. And then Clete Boyer getting the cut. Clete is a D. Strikeout if he's a B, C, or D. And he is, and he struck him. Oh, Boyer, B, C, or D. No, he's a F. So we're going to the out section of the card. It's a ground out to second. Throws a runner on, it would have been a fielder's choice, so we're going 4-3. But it's tied up after 9. Top of the 10th, Hal Reniff leading off here Hal Reniff's on the mound for the Yankees. Leading off is Wally Post. Reniff is a C pitcher. Boy, was everything off center now. Here we're looking at the C pitcher. He's getting a swing. Wally Post is a B plus hitter. B plus. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. No, he's a B plus home run, and so that's only on an A plus. So this is a deep fly out the left. Here's Gene Freeze. See, he's swinging. Freeze is a B batter. A B. Uh-oh. Another one? They're getting it, but Freeze is a C plus, so that's just a deep fly out the center. Wow. They're hitting the ball hard. They just can't get it going. And here comes Johnny Edwards. Facing the C. A walk. C, D, E, F. We're checking Reniff's walk. It is a walk, so he draws the walk, and we're going to have a pinch hitter. Okay. 2 outs, 1 on, and Jerry Lynch is the pinch hitter. And I don't have his numbers either. Oh, well, see. Timeout. Okay, Jerry Lynch coming up. He's an A hitter. We're facing Hal Reniff here, the C pitcher. The C pitcher, and he struck him out. It did not matter. And that is 3. Sherman Jones is on the mound for Cincinnati. He's a C pitcher. Coming to the plate as a pinch hitter is Hector Lopez here in the bottom of the 10th for the Yankees. Okay, we're going to C pitcher. Okay, and he's getting a cut. Hector is a D batter. And that's a pop out to second. Top of the order, Bobby Richardson. C pitcher and deep fly out to center. And Tony Kubek. So it'll pop out to the catcher, and we are out of the 10th. Okay, top of the 10th, top of the order, Elo Chacon facing the C pitcher. Strikeout A, B, C, or D. We're going to his. Strikeout is an F, so it's not. So we're going to go to the batter's card. And Chacon is a C batter. That's an injury. I don't play them. Going to do another C. And we got a base hit for Chacon in the 11th here. Leadoff runner on for Eddie Casco. C, getting the cut. He's a C plus hitter. C plus, base hit, one base. First and second. Frank Robinson or Vita Pinson. C. That's a ground out to the pitcher. Now it's a ground out to the pitcher. Now we're going to go up here and we're going to go see what happens with that ground out. FC, fielder's choice. So he's going to go this way. He's going to be out at second. And he's going to be on with the fielder's choice. Runners on the corner with 1 out for Frank Robinson. C, he's getting the cut. Frank is an A plus. An A plus is a deep fly to center, less than 2 outs on a deep fly. That's a sac fly. That run's going to score. We'll give Robinson a RBI. Okay, and here comes Gordy Coleman. Runner still on first. And the C, he's getting the swing. Gordy's a B plus, and that's a fly out to center. Not before they got one in the top of the 11. The Yankees are coming up. Okay, bottom of the 11th, Sherman Jones on for his second inning of work. He's got an endurance of 2. Roger Maris leading off, and he is a C pitcher. C, strikeout, A, B, C, or D. It's a D, strikes Maris out. Okay, Yogi Berra. And that's a short fly out to center. Last but not least is Johnny Blanchard, the man with the bat. The man with the bat. C, and he got him on a fly out to center, and that is the ball game. I'll be right back. I got with fun, except for the little bit of problem I had there when I messed up in the 8th and 9th for the Yankees, but I got to play it the way it is, I guess. And that's a big turnaround. The series is now tied up 1 game apiece, both a 3-2 game and now a 4-3 game. This one won 11 innings. Pretty exciting stuff. Sherman Jones got that win in relief for the Reds, and the loss went to Hal Renouf in relief for the Yankees. So that was a fun one. I hope you enjoyed that. Stick around for some more coming up soon. SoCal Saber saying take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and stay safe.